there is a overlying set. These two set in down current direction becoming merged. This is very typical of tide, that a larger bed form, uske upar chota bed form, small bed form overrides a large bed form. And in the down current direction, both the bed forms, they merge and a large scale cross stratification form. That is what is called the reactivation surface. Now, what is the difference between this and this? Here, I am getting a bed form is moving, and then at another time, another bed form is moving. This is a question of the time dependent unsteadiness. This is a product of two bed form superimposition. This is not, this reactivation is a product of superimposition of bed forms of two different scale. This is called reactivation surface. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
This is also, now this is, now third one. Third one. What is happening here? Here also, as I have said, that you can see, अभी हमने जो draw किया, that there are concave units and internally the stratification, they are almost paralleling the lower set boundary, isn't it? But between the two units, there is mud. Between the two units, there is mud. In A and B, there is no mud. In C, there is mud. Now, in A, you have a stratification made by two differently oriented currents at two different times. In B, you are saying two different scale of bed forms superimposing one another, and in down current direction, they are merging with one another, forming the reactivation surface. In C, what we are getting? We are again getting another product of tide where there is a unsteady character of the tide. That means at times of high flow, you have the bed form movement which is formed by the troughs, and at the low flow time that the mud is depositing between the troughs. So the troughs, and they are basically bounded by mud. Actually, tidal flow hota kaisa hai? I just give you one example. Tidal flow hota kaisa hai? ये जब टाइड पढ़ाएंगे तब और डिस्कस करेंगे.
स्वाश बैक स्वाश टाइप?
नो, स्वाश बैकवाश तो वेब में होता है. इस पे फ्लड एब होता है ना, टाइड में फ्लड और एब होता है. ठीक है. ये फिगर और मैं टाइड के टाइम और डिस्कस करूंगा. नाउ टाइड इज ए अनस्टेडी करंट. So flood and ebb. So you have a flood and then the opposite direction is wave, then there is again a flood. Now, what are these lines? This line and this line. These are the critical velocity requirement for the bed load movement. जो सैंड साइज ग्रेन अवेलेबल है, इसके नीचे टाइडल वेलोसिटी होता है तो वो मूव नहीं कर पाते हैं, तब क्या होते हैं, सस्पेंशन सेटलमेंट होता है. Whatever the mud is in suspension within the tidal flow, that gets settled. So what will happen, that when suppose from here the velocity in from here the velocity increases. So the velocity is not enough to move sand, but it is sufficient for suspension settlement of mud. As the velocity crosses this point, then the mud transport start with and that mud transport in the form of troughs. So trough move कर रहा है, फिर ये velocity जैसे ही इसके नीचे it comes below this, again the velocity is not enough to move the sand, but it is sufficient to settle the mud. So again above the sand the mud gets deposited. Then again the velocity comes here, again the velocity crosses it, the critical velocity, again the sand movement in the form of trough. Again there is mud and again there is sand. So a sand mud couplet that is formed in the tide. This is a typical product of the unsteady nature of the tide and the unsteady character of the tidal flow, which basically forms this kind of the sand mud couplet. So here what is being shown, three different structures of tide and the reason behind it. In A, that the tidal bed form, there is no much role of suspension, only tide is recognized by the two oppositely moving tidal bed form. Number two, here also no effect of suspension and mud, but here we are identifying by means of superimposed bed form and the merging of the bed form in the down current direction. In C, we are getting another form of tidal product where you get the active role of mud, and mud is settling intermittently with the transport of sand. So three different products of tide that is being shown here. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Okay. Now, it is now these three figures. First figure I will only explain. Next two I will not explain. You have to write on your own with your own interpretation skill. First one I will only. First you try, then I will tell. Today only in the morning I have discussed the point bar and levee. And this is a typical figure, that is figure 1, which is based on a meandering river and its point bar and levee. What is whether the sub-environments of deposition of F and C, you can see F and C, you could find F and C
Yes.
are contemporaneous or not. What should be the probable nature of contact between F and C? सुबह डिस्कस हुई है ये सब चीज. Which side is the point bar? Which side is levy?
So the F is the point, but it's due to the migration deposition.
Huh.
So that should be the point bar,
Okay.
the FH side.
Take.
And
Absolutely
E,
okay. Because that is the inner bank and that is the outer bank. Okay. And the shoulder it is forming, that is the levy. Okay.
yes,
So when we discussed that the point bar, what I have discussed that the base of the point bar, what should I get? Today morning I
The
discussed.
course.
Very coarse grain thalloid deposit. I mentioned this term
Yes, sir.
thalloid. Thalloid. What is the thalloid? Thalloid is the, in a channel, thalloid is the highest bathymetry point. Highest bathymetry point. If you see the river profile, where is the maximum depth of the river channel? It is at the toe of the point bar. It is at the toe of the point bar, isn't it?
yes, sir.
That is the deepest point of the river profile, and that is basically the coarsest particle that is available in the river system that gets deposited because of the competence failure. Competence failure, that is the coarsest. Now, what will be the relation between F and C? It will have a erosional relation. Because what is F? F is nothing but the product of the channel.
Sir, at C, erosion took place.
Above C, whatever be the deposit, niche whatever be the deposit, suppose it was the floodplain of an earlier channel. Now a new channel system that is coming onto the floodplain on the sea, and it is actually lateral migrate. It is doing the lateral migration. So the channel base, it will be the F will be actually, it will represent the channel base, because there are the channel is migrating laterally, and this line is actually representing the channel base. So channel base will always have a erosional contact with the underlying strata. Channel का base तो always erosional होगा ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what relation I should expect? I should expect a erosional relation between F and C, and they are definitely not contemporaneous. Because after C, the channel system developed on that. How can it be contemporaneous? They are not contemporaneous, and they will have a erosional. The channel system developed by erosion on the underlying strata. C represents the older underlying strata, and the channel is developing, and channel is depositing on it by a erosional relationship. It cannot be contemporaneous. It cannot be. It just can't be a contemporaneous. It is a erosionally overlying the underlying strata. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next two different diagrams I am not telling today. Okay? You try to interpret. If you can't do in next practical class, I will tell. Next practical class, we will do a exercise on paleocurrent. And after that, we will start the petrography. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So send me the last exercise, its plot and the description. Plot all the data what is given today of the grain size analysis, and interpret that data. I have already given interpretation of some of the figures here. Those also you write in the practical note sheet and paste this on this. The last two I am not telling today. You try. If you can't do it, then I will tell. Okay?
So figure second में river profile किस direction से observe करनी होती है? कहाँ से?
रिवर प्रोफाइल की कोई बात ही नहीं है, इसमें दो चीज दिया गया है. देयर आर टू रिवर सिस्टम्स. एक में इंटरप्रेट द डिफरेंस इन नेचर ऑफ फीलिंग. फीलिंग का डिफरेंस दिया गया है. इसमें कोई रिवर प्रोफाइल तो दोनों का ही सेम है, बट दोनों का टू डिफरेंट स्टेज. हाउ दिस टू रिवर सिस्टम्स डेवलप, यू हैव टू टेल मी हाउ दिस टू रिवर सिस्टम्स डेवलप. They are not developed in the same way. If they would have developed in the same way, दोनों का फीलिंग में ये डिफरेंस नहीं आता. दोनों का फीलिंग में पूरा डिफरेंस आ गया. क्यों आया है? क्यों आया है? ठीक है. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
So there will be a class test on next Thursday. Okay. The course will be what we will be discussing till tomorrow morning. That will be the course. ठीक है? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So when do we have to submit these practicals?
Next practical will be next Thursday in afternoon.
No, sir. This practical we have to submit on what date?
नहीं, you tomorrow you send the last practical. Now these practicals you will show me next Thursday.
Okay, sir. Thank you.